A couple days ago, allegedly there was a threat when Donald Trump was in Turkey. So what the Secret Service did is that they took his fat ass and shoved him into a food cart with a bunch of cheeseburgers. And they snuck him off to another airplane. There was over 100 people on Air Force One that had no idea what was going on. Zero. And they stuck him away and they left everybody else in harm's way. Just think about that. Do you know how sick and depraved you have to be? There was moms and dads and cousins and brothers. And he says, I don't give a shit about you. I'm going to look after my fat ass. That's the kind of person that he is. And even when he was questioned later, when they said, why didn't you tell those people that their lives were possibly in jeopardy? Well, actually, my airplane was in more jeopardy. You mean the airplane that nobody knew you were on was in more jeopardy? See, he doesn't care about anybody but himself. He is a sociopath. He doesn't love his mom, his dad, his wives, his kids, his grandkids. He doesn't give a damn, only for himself. And that exemplifies, based on a conversation I had this morning with a Trump supporter, a 21-year-old, the atypical, beta alpha male, mediocre white man with a micro penis that needs toxic masculinity and nationalism. And I said, how did you vote for a rapist and a felon and January 6th? And of course, as always, they crash out. And he goes, let me ask you a question, sir. Why did you vote for Harris? Great question. I voted for universal health care, to raise minimum wage, to tax the shit out of rich people, to prevent children from being shot in schools, to help people get out of student loans so they can afford a house and they're not in debt for 20 years, to help people start small businesses. I voted for you, sir, and I voted for everybody else in this country except for myself. And as a small business owner, my taxes were going to go up. You know why, sir? Because I'm not a selfish prick like you. You and MAGA only give a damn about themselves. Me, 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 me. The party of family values my ass. It's the party of I'm a selfish prick and I don't give a damn about anybody and my stupid ass metal gun. That's what Donald Trump represents. He's like a pile of dog shit and MAGA are his flies. He is a representation of the selfishness and the moral rot and the racism and the misogyny in this country. They really don't care about anybody. How you can see children gunned down in schools, identified by their dental records, and your first thought isn't, this is horrible. We have to stop this. What kind of civilized society operates this way? Your first thought is, guns, my guns, you're not taking my guns, freedom, freedom, freedom. You're sick. You're sick people. You say, liberty, don't tread on me. Your guns tread on everybody. You force women to not have abortions. You force your religion on everybody. You literally want to control everybody. That's the opposite of freedom. But that's where we are as a country. We have a president that's willing to let 100 Americans die on Air Force One to save his little fat ass while he's eating cheeseburgers, while he's putting up arches, putting his name on passports, putting his name on $250 bills, starting Trump RX, selling Trump phones, selling 250 medallions with his name on it. He's literally worshiping himself, and he's going to spend almost $1 trillion rebuilding the White House while people can't even pay their rent. It's a shame, but this is what people voted for. And I'm looking forward to the day where every single white trash MAGA with 6 teeth that voted for the rapist, karma's a bitch. And I hope on that day, I'm going to bring out my Deadpool versus Wolverine bucket, and I'm going to have a Diet Coke, and I'm going to sit there with my popcorn while every single one of you fucked around and find out, and you lose your jobs, and you lose your health care, and you lose your cars. You know what I'm going to say? Thoughts and prayers. I'm going to look after myself because I really don't give a damn for every single MAGA that suffers the effects of their racism and their misogyny. It's unfortunate that good people that didn't vote for this are going to be hurt, but there's no way around it. When the forest fire comes, it doesn't care if you're a tent or a cabin or a tree or a squirrel or a deer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you voted for this or not. Have a good day.